Happy 4th of July, everybody. It's a little cloudy today. It's okay. A little cool, damp weather is good for the forest fires. 60 degrees. And it is time to go to the parade here in Nenana. Well, we thought we'd bring the tractor in from the farm, get her all cleaned up and shiny. And I must admit, I did not spend enough time getting video of the activities and events that took place. But it is just as you would imagine, a small town coming together to celebrate a holiday. Every 4th of July, I'm definitely reminded of the strong sense of community that Nenana truly has. And it's definitely one of the reasons we enjoy living here. Don't know how much video we'll get of the tractor in the parade. I'll be driving. Adrian has some library duties to attend to. So we'll see what happens. Hope everybody's having a great day. Like most any small town parade, there are big shiny fire trucks and ambulances, local community groups, antique cars, and in this case, a couple of tractors. And there's always several groups pitching candy out to the crowds with lots of big smiles and waves, both from those in the parade and those spectating, watching the parade. These really are the kinds of events that make you proud of your community. And in this particular holiday, proud of your country. Already looking forward to next year. After a day of celebrating the 4th in town, we took the tractor back out to the farm.
And Dusty and Belle decided they don't like the rain, so we're sitting in the car. And it's blowing sideways outside, so that's why we are inside the car. Look at all that mustard. Wow, it sure has changed in a week.
After bringing the tractor back to the farm, we went and drove around and looked at the different crops. By now, the wind had picked up pretty good, and it was raining pretty good as well. The Weather Service had been forecasting this storm. It was going to be here a while and be cool and damp. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, July 5th. It is definitely a damp one today, that is for sure. Rained pretty much all day yesterday and all night. It's trying to clear up a little bit, but I think some more rain is going to come on in today. We're going to pull some maintenance on the skid steer today. Have a few other things to do out at the farm. It's in the mid-50s this morning. Well, this storm's kind of a big one. It might be this way for 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, not sure. It's looking like it's going to be back into the 70s mid next week. Going to get a bit of rain, at least a ½ inch, maybe an inch of rain out of this. Right now it's just kind of a steady mist. I wouldn't even call it a drizzle. Pretty windy though. Well, we're out at the farm. It is definitely damp. It is that driving mist. Pretty good wind. We've now moved into one of our 20-acre lots to start clearing. And as you can see, it's like most of the rest of the land in the area, fairly thick regrowth after the fire. We've taken and made trails through the lot to get a feel of what the terrain's like and what we have to do to get it cleared. But on a cloudy day, you definitely can get a little disorientated as to which direction is which. I guess you could say we made our own maze. I can hear Dave working off in the distance, so I know a general direction to go. The one thing I don't want to do is run into a mother moose with a baby. I don't need that kind of excitement. Ah, we found the handiwork of Dave and the skid steer. Taking and grabbing and piling logs. Dave's over the other side of that brush somewhere. I hear him. Yep, making piles with the skid steer and the grapple, and then we'll come back through and run the mulcher over this stuff. And then we'll be ready to start disking it. We can mulch the logs if we need to. It just takes extra time. And it seems to work out just as well to pile the big logs we can find and then go back and mulch everything else. Here's one that fell over sometime recently. With these winds, I guess that's about right. I needed to run something over to Dave, so here I am leaving from the area where the trailer is, and we park the equipment up over the hill and over to the adjacent parcel where he's working. With the very blustery weather and lots of rain, it was not very conducive to do a lot of filming outside. So days like this, it's nice to get caught up on some straightening up and cleaning in the trailer, working with the skid steer or with the cab tractor disking, knowing full well that this storm is going to pass and the hot sunny weather is going to come back. So it's been raining for about 4 days, thereabouts. Really good to have the moisture on the crops and really good to have the moisture for the fires. Really helps the fire crews get a handle on those. It's supposed to keep raining through Wednesday, so we got a few more days, and then it's supposed to get nice again in the mid-70s. This storm's been a relatively large, slow-moving, and with cool weather. Not unheard of for us, but it's not super common either. Well, good morning, everybody. It is a wet, rainy Sunday morning. That's okay. We'll roll with it. Got the tractor fired up. Gonna run out and do some disking today. The fields actually disc pretty good when they're a little wet. Soften up, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna do that for a while. Dave is already off clearing on one of the other lots up over past those trees behind me. So we might go check on him in a little bit. Other than that, things are going good. Okay, went up to check on the corn and found a little surprise. They're getting ready to tassel. Okay, as you can see, it's still kind of windy and it's actually a little cool today. I think it's mid-50s, thereabouts. Brisk wind, on and off rain. So it's Sunday now. By Wednesday, the storm should move on. We'll be back in the 70s, mid-70s it looks like. So the corn's got lots of water and lots of food. So now when the sun comes back out, it can get with it, and it should. It's looking pretty good. The corn's above waist high, which is about right. Making a walk from where we store the equipment over to one of the other parcels. Had some mechanical trouble with the dozer yesterday, so I went back and fixed that. Took the dozer back to the trailer where we store everything. Now I gotta walk back and get the four-wheeler. Turn you around. It's just those far trees on the other side of the neighbor's field. Just over there a little ways. Not very far. Rain's pretty much let up. I can get him or not. Let's see. Just spooked that owl. There is an unbelievable number of owls and hawks in the area. And they're always exciting and fun to watch. Okay, made it to the four-wheeler. Just getting started. This is lot 20. This is the line that divides 20 and 19. And then there's lot 19. Yep, that's that. Well, let's speed this four-wheeler ride back to the trailer up a little bit. We just turned onto Rush Road. This is the road that passes by our farm and will give us access to the other lots further in the ag project. They should start construction on the road after hunting season, so around the 1st of October. This road won't be quite as big as the main road coming in, but it'll be plenty big for folks to gain access to their parcels. We're going to come up here and take a right and go down the side road to lot 25, the one we've currently been working on clearing. This lot's not too far off the main road, only about 700 feet. The plan is to have this lot completely mulched by the end of the summer, and with a little bit of luck, we can start running the disc over it before the ground freezes. So I've spent the last week or week and a half stacking logs on 25. Now most all the big logs are stacked up. Time to go back to mulching. It is always exciting to go in and open up new land. Definitely gives you that feeling of a pioneer and the excitement of turning raw land into a productive field. We're not exactly sure what we're going to plant here, whether it's hay, grain, maybe even corn. But everybody working on the farm understands the first step is getting the brush and the trees off, and then getting the fields worked up so we can plant. Well, we're almost back to Rush Road. We'll cross over Rush Road, and we're back onto the two large agricultural parcels. And as I'm driving along, I think to myself how much we've already gotten done in really a short amount of time. It's all because of a lot of hard work by a group of people. and having the ability to work with some wonderful equipment, that we can do our part to help solve some of the state's food security problems. But we know we're just getting started, and we've got a long ways to go. Sure would like to thank everybody for watching. I know this has been a wet, windy video, but that's okay. The farming must go on. Hope to see everybody here next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. If you get a chance and you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It sure helps out a lot. Thanks. Look for him. Can you see him? He was out hunting in the swamp down by the culverts. Pretty cool.